Welcome, tech enthusiasts and AI aficionados, to another mind-bending episode of Navigating the AI Frontier. I'm Mark, your guide through the digital jungle.
And I'm Tom, the Indiana Jones of algorithms, here to help you unearth the hidden treasures of the GenAI world. Today, we're diving deep into the evolutionary pool of AI components. No floaties required, but you might want to bring your digital scuba gear.
That's right, Tom. We're about to embark on a journey through time and technology as we explore positioning components on the evolution axis. It's like the origin of species meets Back to the Future, but with more neural networks and fewer DeLoreans. All right, let's start by breaking down the evolution axis. It's not just a fancy term to impress your tech-savvy friends at parties. This axis is the backbone of Wardley Mapping for GenAI Startups. It's like the tech version of the circle of life. But instead of lions and antelopes, we've got algorithms and neural networks.
Exactly, Mark. The evolution axis typically ranges from genesis to commodity. It's like watching your AI baby grow up, go to college, and eventually become a productive member of digital society. Let's break it down.
First up, we've got genesis. This is where the magic happens, folks. It's the eureka moment, the birth of a new AI idea. Think of it as the AI equivalent of inventing the wheel, but with more math and fewer cave paintings.
Next, we move to custom-built. This is where your AI idea starts to take shape. It's like when you finally figure out how to make that wheel round instead of square. Still a bit rough around the edges, but hey, it's progress.
Then we've got product plus rental. This is where things get exciting. Your AI wheel is now mass-produced, and people are lining up to buy or rent it. It's like the Model T of the AI world. Not quite perfect, but it gets the job done.
And finally, we reach the promised land. Commodity plus utility. Your AI wheel is now as common as, well, wheels. It's everywhere, it's standardized, and it's as easy to access as flipping a light switch. Speaking of which, remember when electricity was a novelty? Yeah, AI is heading that way too.
Now that we've got our evolution roadmap, let's talk about how to actually position these components. It's not just about slapping a label on your AI and calling it a day. Oh no, my friends, it's much more complex and exciting than that.
Absolutely, Mark. It's like trying to predict the weather, but instead of clouds and sunshine, we're dealing with algorithms and market trends. You need to consider factors like technological maturity, market adoption, standardization, competitive landscape, and the pace of innovation.
It's like playing chess, but all the pieces are made of Jell-O and keep changing shape. You've got to stay on your toes and keep your eyes on the prize. Speaking of prizes, Tom, remember that time we tried to position our AI-powered toaster?
Oh, don't remind me. We thought we were in the product stage, ready to revolutionize breakfast. Turns out, the world wasn't ready for toast with a PhD. But hey, that's the beauty of this process. It helps you avoid those AI faux pas and focus on what really matters.
Exactly, and speaking of what matters, let's look at some real-world examples. Take large language models, or LLMs as the cool kids call them. They're currently in that awkward teenage phase between custom-built and product. They're not quite off the shelf yet, but they're getting there faster than you can say GPT-4.
And don't forget about AI ethics frameworks. They're still in diapers, folks, firmly in the genesis to custom-built stage. It's like trying to teach a toddler quantum physics. We know it's important, but we're still figuring out how to make it work.
On the flip side, we've got cloud GPU infrastructure, which is sprinting towards commodity status faster than Usain Bolt on rocket skates. It's becoming as common as coffee in a tech startup, essential, widely available, and prone to causing jitters if overused. Now here's where it gets really interesting, folks. Positioning components isn't just about understanding where they are now. It's about predicting where they're headed. It's like being a tech fortune teller, but instead of a crystal ball, you're using data, market trends, and a hefty dose of intuition.
Absolutely, Tom. It's like playing 4D chess while riding a roller coaster. You've got to keep your eye on the board, anticipate your opponent's moves, and try not to throw up from all the twists and turns in the market.
Eloquently put, as always, Mark. The key here is to remember that in the world of Gen AI, today's cutting-edge innovation can become tomorrow's commodity faster than you can say obsolete technology. It's like fashion, but instead of bell-bottoms coming back in style, we're talking about neural networks and machine learning algorithms.
Exactly. And just like in fashion, you don't want to be caught wearing last season's AI. That's why it's crucial for GenAI startups to regularly reassess and update their maps. It's like giving your wardrobe a tech makeover every few months.
And don't forget about the interplay between different components. It's like a high-tech ecosystem where everything's connected. The evolution of one component can accelerate the development of another. It's like a game of AI dominoes, but instead of falling down, everything's leveling up.
Great point, Tom. For instance, more powerful GPUs can lead to more sophisticated AI models. It's like giving Usain Bolt those rocket skates we mentioned earlier. Suddenly, everyone else needs to up their game just to keep up.
Now let's take a closer look at our Wardley map. It's like a treasure map for the Gen AI world, but instead of X marking the spot, we've got components scattered across our evolution axis.
Absolutely, Mark. And just like a real treasure map, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Or in this case, it's about understanding the journey of each component from genesis to commodity.
Looking at our map, we can see that domain-specific AI applications are straddling the line between custom-built and product. It's like they're in AI puberty, awkward, full of potential, and prone to unexpected growth spurts.
Meanwhile, AI ethics frameworks are firmly in the genesis stage. It's like watching a baby AI take its first steps into the world of morality and responsibility. Adorable, but also a bit terrifying when you think about the implications.
And over in Commodity Corner, we've got our cloud GPU infrastructure. It's like the electricity of the AI world, essential, widely available, and something we take for granted until the bill comes due.
The map also reveals some interesting strategic insights. For instance, the positioning suggests that there's significant opportunity in developing unique, ethically sound AI solutions. It's like finding a gap in the market, but instead of selling pet rocks, you're selling responsible AI.
Good point, Tom. And let's not forget the challenges our map highlights. The fast-paced competitive environment, ethical concerns, and the need for widespread market adoption are all hurdles our intrepid Gen AI startups need to overcome.
Absolutely. It's like trying to win a race while simultaneously inventing a new type of vehicle and writing the rulebook. No pressure, right?
Well, folks, we've journeyed through the evolution axis, from the primordial soup of Genesis to the sleek efficiency of commodity. We've positioned components, predicted trends, and even deciphered a Wardley map. I feel like we've earned our Indiana Jones hats, don't you, Tom?
Absolutely, Mark. We've navigated the treacherous waters of the Gen AI landscape, dodged the boulders of obsolescence, and uncovered the hidden treasures of strategic positioning. And we did it all without a single snake pit or booby trap.
So, dear listeners, as you venture forth into the wild world of Gen AI, remember, keep your eyes on the evolution axis, your mind on the market trends, and your heart set on innovation. And don't forget to check out our book, Navigating the AI Frontier, Wardley Mapping for Gen AI Startups, for more insights and fewer Indiana Jones references. Until next time, may your algorithms be ever in your favor.